Yeah. That's the way to start it. Yes. There's the start. All right. Welcome to Jay and Dave.
Yes.
The aptly named Jay and Dave. That's Jay.
I'm Jay.
I'm Dave. We spent like $75 on production here, so that, like, if it looks professional, that's why.
That's cute. That's cute.
All right. We figure this is our first one ever, the first ever Jay and Dave podcast or YouTube or whatever, what video diary.
Welcome in.
Talking shit is what we're gonna be doing, right?
Of course.
Yeah. And then we talked for another 7 minutes about where do we start with this thing. We put a lot of time into this.
Especially into the name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jay and Dave.
It literally took us like 4 minutes to come up with that.
And
Mostly
3
because
seconds.
everything else that's cool is taken,
Pretty much.
you know? And again, Jay, I'm Dave. Jay, right? I'm pronouncing it right?
Yeah. With the spell with a J.
Spelt with a J.
Yeah.
Like J-A-Y or just J?
Well, nowadays it could be J-A-I, you know?
Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. Now don't take us down a road of the spelling of the fucking name already.
You know.
We're going down a road. You know, we're sponsored by Coca-Cola. I went to the thing, what?
Not a sponsor.
Why not?
You
What do you mean, what? So we're not getting, who's our sponsor then? We're not getting paid?
Well, we got to do a couple shows first, man. You know? Then Coca-Cola will sponsor us after a while, but
All
now
right.
they're like, who's Jay and Dave?
Yo, Jay and Dave, they better know.
You know?
Okay, let's call it like this. Sponsored by the $8.99 rack in Walmart,
That's right.
where I got this show. Walmart.
Not a sponsor.
No?
No.
Nothing done. Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. Really good. You get paid somehow, right? Like, I'm going to be plugging everything. Cadillac.
Not a sponsor.
Sponsored by Cadillac is the best car. Cadillacs, I like
Not a sponsor.
them.
I like Cadillacs
I
too.
want to drive one.
I like Jaguar.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor.
Fuck me. All right. Anyhow, so we figured we're going to cover, I don't know how many topics we're going to cover today. We're just going to let it run. But we figured we'd start with collectibles, toys.
Show and tell.
Yeah, a little bit of show and tell. A little bit of stuff that
Well,
we get excited, as you can tell.
There's not a lot here to see. There's nothing here. It's empty. So.
Yeah, my basement is kind of covered in all kinds of stuff. If we were able to do a panoramic view, you'd see a little bit more. And there's posters on the wall, and there's all this stuff. I'm not a professional collectible, so I don't want in the comment section your collectibles are out of place. Things are indifferent.
What's in
Things.
the bins?
Oh yeah, well yeah. There's a lot in the bins. The bins are actually labeled, so at least they're somewhat kept together. But I try to keep most things together. I have a little bit of Marvel. I have a lot of the Pops sitting behind Jay there. I have a whole DC shelf over there. Behind us here is the Star Wars stuff.
I don't like right there. It's like there's this big shine in the middle of the screen. Oh, that's that championship belt.
Oh yeah, that's because I'm a champ. This is how you know your wife is a keeper. I can't even remember. We weren't together that long.
Uh-oh.
When
Uh-oh. Show him the bling.
oh yeah.
Uh-oh. I can't see.
See that?
Can't
See that
see.
Dave. It's me, the champ.
The champ
The
is
champ
here.
is here. Exactly.
The champ is here.
All right, I want to show you something real quick. Let's start it off with a little bit of this.
Oh.
Every once in a while, when I go to a store, I stop and I just go through all the Pops that I see there. Whether I'm in Walmart, whether I'm in Loblaws or Shoppers Drug Mart, any of these places. Any of those places sponsor us, by the way?
Not a sponsor.
No? Shoppers?
Not a sponsor.
Loblaws?
Not a sponsor.
Optimum? You save?
Not a sponsor.
No? Well, anyhow.
Soon.
Yeah. So
Come
I want to
check us.
exactly. Yeah.
No, come check us.
Exactly. Call us.
Shoppers.
We-
Walmart.
we will-
Toys R Us.
We will sell out to all you guys.
Trust me.
Yeah. This was a Gambit that I grabbed maybe about a year ago. And I was very happy. And as you can see, the top looks like this. I was looking through the shelf and saw Gambit again. And I thought, oh, it's the same one I got. But I pulled it up. And bam, it was one of the special edition glow-in-the-dark ones. That.
Nice.
These are the things that make me really happy. my life, I guess, might seem a little bit dull if I start saying things like that. But I was very, very happy to find this Gambit, this special edition Gambit with the glow-in-the-dark cards.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Well, you know, I want to show you a little collection I have.
This made me happy, too, when you showed these to me.
So, you know, I happened to be in Toys R Us one day, and my favorite villain, let's see. My favorite villain, of course, the last one. The one on the very bottom.
Again, production value here, guys. We spend a lot of time on this.
So, I've been looking for this Doctor Doom for a minute. You guys can see.
Tilt it, like bend it forward.
Oh,
That's it,
oh,
like
there
that.
we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, you can
There
see
we go.
better
There we
like that.
go. And then this Red Skull. There we go. Oh, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. But then, you know, they build a figure, this abominable snowman on the back here, as you can see. Right.
But then you got to get them all.
Well,
you stop, you pick up two.
then I got them all. So let's go in there. We got Marvel the Hood.
Oh, that's nice, buddy.
Then we got Lady Deathstrike.
This is the one, man. I'm so jealous of this one because I love the X-Men franchise ever since the 90s.
What else do we got here? We got the scientists. And then we got Marvel Ace. I had never seen this guy. Oh, hold on. A little too bright for you.
It's okay. They show the back of what they build too.
And then
Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Yeah. That's a nice one too. It's a good, solid villain.
You know, and I'll show you the back here.
Yeah. See, so this guy got caught up. This is
see.
what we do. When we were first collecting.
I'm building him.
Yeah.
I'm building him. I got all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
all at the same visit.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. Yo, when we were first collecting, I mean, we've sort of, Jay and I, for a little bit of history, have known each other like 20 years, whatever. We played ball together. We met at work.
Bring drinks.
Bring drinks, crew.
Bring
Yep.
drinks.
And our collection has sort of grown together from the beginning, right? And
Just coffee.
yeah, just yes. I mean, never mind that giggle. Never mind that. Little...
Punisher, not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
Oh, but what is a sponsor? Hold on, I'm gonna break out my
oh,
story.
yeah.
What is a sponsor?
Big
Big
Tings.
Tings. BigTings.com, is that the
BigTings.com.
BigTings.com.
Come
Everybody
check it out.
visit, go for the latest apparel.
Oh yeah.
Hoodies, hats, toques, t-shirts, track pants, and all. He's got it. He's got everything there.
I got artwork. I got mugs.
And the mugs. This is a
I
Big
got,
Tings mug right here.
Got socks.
Got draws yet?
Soon.
Soon. The draws are coming.
Winter time.
Make sure cups. Make sure.
Yeah.
Cups,
I give you some nice.
hold the boys. You know.
Hold the boys in.
Right. So back to the story. We started collecting early together, and I remember this guy saying, "You know what? I'm not going to. I'm gonna try. No, not I'm gonna try. I am not going to start collecting whole series of things.
I was just interested in just the random items.
Just random ones that we liked. I sort of collect like that. I grab things, and it doesn't matter if they belong to a series or if they don't. I sort of, if I want to build the X-Men, I grab them, and they can be in different packaging and different things, as long as I get everybody. This guy now has evolved into, if he gets one of the package, he's got to get every single one that's on the back of it now. And all I'm getting is these texts randomly. Yo, Dave, I just spent half my mortgage payment on.
I just spent $200, Dave. But it's his fault.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. You know what? You know it's your fault. I was collecting randomly, and then you're like, "Yo, Jay, I'm gonna collect pops." I'm like, "Nope, I'm not doing it because I just enter that world." And then this guy, he got me on a Flash. He was looking for Flash, okay? And
I remember this.
I bought the Flash.
Yeah.
and then it was over. Like I just had to buy DC now. And then
he didn't collect DC. This to give you the
even
background.
worse.
He didn't collect DC.
But even worse is I started collecting Star Wars because of this guy. Because he's like, yo, Jay, if you see, what was that guy's name?
Was it the little BB-8 guy, the little rolling?
No, it was a black guy. What was the black guy in the new Star Wars?
Oh yes, you got him for me back.
Yes.
What's you know? Look, we're gonna get angry text now because I don't remember the dude's name. Everybody's gonna be all up in the comments. Did you not remember the Star Wars fan collector guy? Anyhow, you got him for me. He's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I gotta find. He's in there somewhere. He's somewhere in one of these collections that you grabbed for me.
Yeah. And
Anyhow, that guy, the black dude from Star Wars.
You know
get
who
it.
he is.
You get it.
And I got him for you, and then I started collecting Star Wars.
Yeah.
You were like
He
looking for
blames me.
Flash. Yeah, I am
Blames
blaming you. And then now I'm collecting DC now.
It's not my fault. I didn't tell him to go get him one.
And then
I told him that if you see it for me, I can't find it. Pick it up for me.
yeah, and then
And he did.
the rest is
And he
history.
bought one for himself.
Yeah.
And then he had to get the rest.
Then
And
I bought
now we collect Star Wars too.
Yeah.
To be honest, Star Wars. Actually, I have a decent collection of Star Wars, but Star Wars is on the lower, the medium end of what I collect. My main stuff is Marvel. I have one shelf of
I'm
DC.
a Marvel guy.
Yeah, my main thing is Marvel, and just because I'm a huge fan. I grew up with the Marvel comics. I read, ever since I was small, I used to collect. Random story, my mom threw away a whole bunch of the comics that will probably be
Worth money now?
worth money now. I'm not saying that I'd be super rich or anything, but I would have a little extra few $1,000s, maybe a few to $10,000 to $20,000 maybe,
That's
if I had them. Because when I was small,
$10.
Yeah,
$10.
I used to buy two at a time. So if I bought one to read, and I bought the other one. I left it in the packaging with the cardboard behind it and everything.
You're a
and
good
I
dude.
kept them in the milk crates.
Good dude.
You know, milk crates or a box, a random box, whatever I had. But I really kept them nicely. And they all just went into the garbage one day. And my mom was trying to clean up, and I was like, "Oh my God, Mom!" Like again, not the craziest thing. I don't think I had anything that was one thing worth 30 grand or anything like that.
Yeah.
But there's probably like an accumulation of stuff there that was probably at least, you know, they're all mint condition. They had never been opened. You know, at least a few grand. You know, maybe 10 grand.
You're a smart
maybe
kid.
something. You know.
I never left my toys unopened. And basically what happened to me is I had a whole bunch of toys. And you know, when I got to a certain age, my mom's like, you know what? We're cleaning out the crawl space and I'm tossing all those boxes. Well, what were in those boxes, Dave? All my toys.
Wrestling. G.I. Joe's. Was it?
G.I. Joe. Well, the main was
We all
G.I.
had
Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Transformer.
Yeah.
The wrestlers, which is now those.
Oh, those rubber wrestlers.
The rubber
that were just
wrestlers?
Like, yeah, and some of them, like Macho Man, was
Yeah.
like this. I think. Yeah.
Garbage.
Oh my God, man!
Garbage.
Some of those things, even open, some of those things are worth
Well,
cash right now.
The vinyls, you can catch them with no arm or without a head, and they still want $50 for them, guy.
Wow. 50.
So.
See, you know, these are the things that we don't know when we're children. And I try to think. I have a little one. We both have little ones now. He has a couple. I have one. We have little ones. I try to teach her the value of stuff. So I have her down here all the time. She knows every single character that's down here. She knows the things. She is allowed to touch. She's 5 now. When she was younger, she wasn't allowed to touch. Now she can come down, pick things up, and look at them and do whatever. She knows where things belong and not to mess with the boxes because she understands that although they may not be, this might not be thousands of dollars worth of anything any day, they are worth something to me.
Exactly.
You know? And I love it. I love my little collection, as random as it is, and I don't want to hear all the professional collectors out there just talking.
We have a.
Just talking a whole bunch of shit. Things are happening in the background.
Yeah.
And there's nobody there. It's
They're
kind of
getting,
weird.
they're getting mad.
Yeah.
They're getting mad.
Yeah.
Don't.
See the forces.
The force.
Anyhow, I don't want a whole bunch of comments on the professional collectors on how unprofessional my collection is.
Yeah.
I collect
It's
what
a
I
hobby.
like.
It's a hobby.
Yeah, we just do it for like a little hobby. Yes.
Yeah.
Do we hope things will be worth something someday? Yes, of course we do.
Of course.
You know, it's sort of the background. It's sort of what I tell my wife anyway. that
It will be worth money.
these things will be worth something one day. You know.
Yes.
And I don't know. Other than that, I just do it for fun, and I really just try to put things together that I like
Of course.
and that I think. So, like, I'm a big Thanos fan. I have a whole Thanos shelf up there
Love Thanos.
You know, like I have the
I'm a villain guy.
yeah, me too. All
I'm
in
a
all,
villain.
my favorite things always turn out to be the villains.
Yeah. But the only hero I like is Spider-Man and Hulk.
I think Spider-Man turns everybody. See,
Yeah.
I like Hulk because Hulk walks this line.
That's what I mean.
I have a whole Hulk shelf. I have one shelf
Yes.
dedicated to Hulk over there. That he was always one of my favorites. He's one of the ones like when I was younger. Like I wanted to. You want to like when you talk about whose powers do you want? It's evolved into Flash now. Flash would be my number one powers to get. But when I was younger, I was Hulk all the way. I was like, because nobody could kill me. I just rage out and just destroy everything in sight. As I grew older, I realized how shitty that might be if I rage out in my house and destroy my house
Yeah.
every time. But
See, me as Spider-Man, I was a Spider-Man guy.
you wanted to be Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put your ass in a web.
Yeah. Just
One time, are you talking?
did it.
You know?
Like it do-
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, you trying to walk away from me? Come here.
Yeah. I would have hated that because I don't know if you guys can tell or not by this so far. I like to talk.
Oh,
As
now put you in a cocoon on the wall.
exactly.
Hang you up
Long,
there.
I would manage to get my hand out, Jay, and I'd be like, "Yo."
Yeah, and then I would.
As long as you saw it, though, it would mean something to me. Yeah, that's great, man. But Noelle, that's my daughter's name, by the way. She comes down here, and she knows not to touch anything because we kept that pretty strict.
That's some tight discipline because you know my kids would not obey that law.
No?
No, no. Especially my daughter,
Yeah,
Isabel.
yeah.
She is like, if you tell her, don't do it, that means do it and look you straight in your eye. Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got that attitude, huh?
Oh my God, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
Oh my God. See, Noelle's got the attitude too, but it might be easier because we only have the one, right? So we like all of our attention is sort of focused on making sure she
See-
follows the rules and she doesn't have anybody to copy
That's the
or
thing.
whatever, right? Like she doesn't
That's
feel
the
like
thing.
yeah,
Vincent, which is my oldest, we kind of have him under control.
Yeah.
Every once in a while he breaks out. But the thing about the two of them is when he starts to be bad, she mimics him.
yeah.
And she doesn't know why she's mimicking him.
Yeah.
She just mimics what he does. So,
Yeah.
like, let's say I'll be like, hey, it's dinner. And he'd be like, I don't want to eat dinner. And she comes around the corner and she's like, I don't want to eat dinner. And I'm like, you don't even know why you don't want to eat dinner.
Yeah.
You're just copying him.
Copying him and yo,
Pouting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yo,
He'll come and
imagine-
be like,
yo,
I
imagine-
got a sore here. Can I get a Band-Aid? She got a sore too.
Yo, imagine doing that shit when we were younger, guy. Can you imagine even doing that shit when we were younger?
Imagine what?
We grew up with Caribbean parents, by the way. We're based for the masses who are going to be watching us. We're based out of Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
The dot.
exactly. But we grew up with Caribbean parents, who, if I ever said to my mom, "Yo, I'm not eating this," boom. It was a stunner. It's just I would just get one clap out of nowhere, and what the fuck? I didn't even know where the fuck it came from. I don't know whether to cry. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, trust me.
You know. And then she's
And
just
then-
staring at me, like, say it again.
Say it again.
Nope. I was that kid that I knew not to say shit twice.
Okay, when you were growing up, did your parents ever say things to you that just didn't make any sense? But you could never question it
Yeah, all the
in the
time.
heat of the moment?
All the time.
So, like, same situation, okay? And I do something that deserves to get disciplined. And my mom will slap me or whatever. Then, normally, you start to cry.
Right.
Then my mom would say, do you want something to cry for?
Yes. Oh my God, I got that all the time.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
you just gave me something to cry for. Like, what?
No, she'd catch the thing, start to cry, and just stop crying. Do you want something to cry for?
And you're like,
now I don't know. Yo, what a mind job that was, man. Yo, I was like, I don't know if I can cry.
you know when your kids are like, you know when a kid falls?
Yeah.
And then they're about to cry, but they're like, you
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah.
And they're doing that because, you know, it's a trauma. They just fell down,
Right.
and it's like the wind got knocked out of them, trying to catch their breath, and they make that noise.
Yeah.
I would make that noise because if I cried, I get another tump. So I'd be like,
Yo, why'd you fall? Yo, why'd you get hurt? Licks for getting hurt when you fall.
trust me. Or
Yeah.
my mom would say, don't touch your father's head. What does that mean? Why would
Don't-
she say?
Don't touch. Not to walk up and touch your father's
No,
head,
because I'd be touching something, and she's like, "Don't touch your father's head," and I'd look and I'd be like, "But Dad's not here."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know those little Caribbean sayings that they had.
Yeah, trust me.
That they would just throw all kinds of stuff like that. I don't even remember any specific things like that. Those are good ones though.
Oh, trust
I know
me.
my mom had a few of them. My grandfather had a ton of them.
Just
you know?
that and the stories.
Yeah. Well,
I walked 10 miles to school.
Yeah.
It's like, so?
exactly.
I need a bus pass.
Exactly. Uphill both ways. Yo, you moved to Canada, so I don't have to walk 10 miles,
know?
man. The school's there right there. I have the, what do you call it? Remember those? What do we have? The TTC cards?
Yep.
Student cards.
Student
we had
cards.
student cards, so that we were able to buy student tickets
Yep.
to pay student prices.
Yep.
Basically, this card basically said you were under 16 and you could pay student prices for. You know, Mom, I got this. Don't tell. Yo,
Trust me.
a little thumping in. I'm like, yo, Mom, I'm trying to go to school, man. She apply
Yeah.
for that thing where they give you free tickets from school and you go
Oh.
and apply. And I'm like, but
Trust
you have to apply for that. Okay, I'll go figure it out, Mom. I'll be back.
Trust me.
You know? Yeah. I'm making her out to seem like she was crazy, but you know, a little bit. But she kept me in line. You know what I mean? It was needed.
We're here today, right?
Yeah, it was needed for
It worked.
the time, for where I grew up, and the time
Well,
that I grew up in. You know, like those.
think about it. We grew up in a time where there was no technology.
Yeah,
And then there was technology.
yeah,
See, the thing about growing up with no technology was that was the one up I had on my parents.
yeah.
You ever get so I'm in the basement where we used to live.
Yeah,
It is 3 stories, okay?
yeah.
So you'd have to run up 3 flights of stairs. So I would get a call from my mom, frantic. Jason, come here.
Wait, your name's Jason, not Jay?
Well, yes,
D-
not a sponsor.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
So-
Sorry to interrupt.
So I'd run upstairs as a kid, and I'd be like, "What? Because you're frantic." My mom's laying in bed. Come turn on the VCR for me. And you're like, "What? You called me upstairs
Yeah.
to turn on the VCR?"
That's what, yeah.
Okay. And change the channel. So you gotta think, this was back in the day, there was no remotes.
Yeah.
So you had technology, but you had to physically go up and get it. You know what I love? The first remote. You know what the first remote was?
What?
That's big brown box, and it had like
Oh yes.
10
I
buttons
remember
on
that
it,
fucking
and it had
thing.
a cord,
Yeah.
and you plugged it into your TV, and you're like, "Ch-"
Oh shit! I remember that thing. Yeah. To go to the different channels.
But here's a joke. The cord was like 2 feet. So you still had to get up,
Get up and go to it.
sit back down. Or better yet, how about the TVs? You had to actually turn the channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
knob?
Well, that was the
With
TV
the-
I knew.
With the, antenna?
Yeah, exactly. Growing up, for me, we lasted on that TV for the longest time. I think I had
Black
to be
and white.
I had to be like 3 years old when we got our first TV. I think I remember, or at least I remember just getting this TV. It had to be one of our first because I remember my mom telling me a story. I don't quite remember this. That not a week of having the TV, they parked it in the TV spot wherever they did. They had this huge fucking entertainment center or wall unit, like my mom used to call it, the wall unit.
Yeah.
It fit perfectly in there. And it had you pulled the little knob forward for it
Yeah.
to turn on, you pushed it in to turn it off.
Yeah, yeah.
And not 1 week of having the thing. I had a toy tied to a string, and I was whipping it around like this, and then bang! I knocked the knob straight off the fucking thing. Boom! It just flew. Yo, like I don't remember doing it. I don't remember why, but I remember the rage that came in because I don't know. They saved up all their money to buy this TV. We didn't grow up the richest people in the world.
Of course.
But they saved up and they bought this
course.
TV and it was brand new and it was like they were so happy to get it.
Yep.
And then bang, not a week there, I done broke it. The thing went off. We had to pull it on with pliers.
I was gonna
We had
say,
to
you
use
gotta
the
get the
pliers.
pliers. Needle nose.
Yeah, we used the needle nose. Then we had the one. Then we put the. I think for a little while we ended up putting little the one that closes and just snaps and stays there.
Yeah.
So it just stayed sticking out for a
Yeah,
little while.
and you
It was like just use the thing to pull it out, and you had to be gentle because it would slip off.
Of course,
You
because
know?
the thing is probably the size of your fingernail.
Yeah, it's one of those things that are round and then just flat on one
yeah,
side.
Yep.
That the knob can only fit on, but that's where it broke for me. So you could slip the thing back on. So if somebody was coming over, you slip it back on so it looks like the TV still is cool.
Oh yeah.
And then you like pull it out, pull the TV on, and push it back in.
Or you send them over to the TV and be like, "You broke it.
You broke it.
What are you doing?"
Buy me a new one.
Black and white TV.
Exactly. I think it had color though. I think this was our first color TV.
Oh, you had
Yo,
color?
it was like 1981 or some shit like that. Like it was our first color TV.
Our TVs were black and white.
We had like 4 channels. We had like, you know, we did the antenna and all that. I remember it was like
City TV.
City TV.
Was like.
And what's channel 6 called? CBC.
And Channel 10.
And channel 3 Global.
Or
And yeah.
whatever your local station was.
Yeah,
like
and then there was
Channel
a French channel too. Like
Oh,
channel
yeah.
12 was French channel or something.
10. Oh
like
yeah.
that. Oh, the good old days, man.
Oh,
Growing
yeah.
up in Toronto. Yo, are these? Yo, anyhow, speaking of production value, we got some lights. The reason why we look so good is because these lights that we procured, the thing. But I believe they're driving some heat here. So either A, I'm having a heart attack right now. I'm sitting here sweating, and I'm about to fucking keel over on camera.
You know.
Or these lights are driving some serious heat.
I think the lights are driving some heat.
Yeah.
Don't raise your arms.
And I'm a, and I'm a little bit chubby, so you know I'm sweaty baseline. You know, like chubby guys are just sweaty baseline. But
I feel your pain.
yeah, I'm a little bit warm right now.
You know, old age just brought on those pounds. COVID didn't help.
Yeah, fucking COVID. These are that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call these COVID pounds. And
Yeah.
all honesty, in the last 2 years of this fucking COVID shit, I have seriously gained like just about 25 pounds over all the years. I used to be 3-day-a-weeker, working out a little bit, doing a little something,
Yeah.
dropping Noelle off to her little daycare where we got to use the gym while she was in there for the little
Yeah.
drop off. So I was doing a little something. Everything was looking pretty good. On this side of my basement, I have like a Bowflex little Max Trainer. Bowflex, they pay us, right?
Not a sponsor.
No, they don't. But
Not a sponsor.
Bowflex, that shit works.
Yeah,
Bowflex, pay us. I'll
Please.
promote your shit all the time. I'll go from this to like 4 pounds lighter, and it will look amazing. Trust me.
You go from flabby to Abby.
Yeah, that's me. Flabby to Abby. That's what will happen. Anyhow, I work out a little, but I always did. But then
I'm working on the 1-pack.
you know, this COVID came into the deal, and then I don't know what happened, man. And then being home with Noelle and it's like trying to find a time to work out with a toddler, it was never happening. It was either waking up early to get it in, or doing it once she went to bed. And by the time she went to bed, I would literally say, like, you know what, I'm gonna put down and I'm gonna watch Agents of,
Trust me.
and I'd be out a minute after she
I
went
know
to
the
bed.
feeling.
Yeah.
My PVR's got like tons of shows, and they're all say that they've been watched, but none of them have I seen. Probably the first 15, 20
You
minutes.
just push play.
And the funny thing is that I don't remember falling asleep. So in my mind, I watched the show because it's like,
Yeah.
you know, you'll see it's being played, and you're like, but I don't remember. Let me watch
It
it.
could be the hot coffee making me sweat.
Oh, yeah.
The coffee's still, cheers. Cheers to hot coffee. It's the best part of waking up.
Oh yeah, was Folgers in your cup? Not
Sponsor?
a sponsor.
Sponsor?
Not a sponsor.
Come on, man. Folgers. Holler at us.
Yeah, come check us.
It's good coffee.
Oh yeah, good coffee.
Sorry,
Little-
I cut you off.
A little wake up
Were
call.
we saying something? I forgot what we were saying.
It's not important.
Not important. It couldn't be important. You know?
Not
But,
not a sponsor.
Yeah. Folgers.
Not a sponsor.
Come on. Holler at us. So.
You know what I watched last night?
Where's our waiter?
You know what I watched last night?
Do we have a waiter?
Well, not on the budget.
No?
That's
Oh,
why
well.
we need Coke to sponsor us, so we can get a waiter. Come on. But you know,
Yeah,
last
Coke.
night I watched Justice League,
Which Justice League? Which one?
the latest one. So the actual movie where Superman was dead and they
The Zack Snyder one?
they,
Or
re-
the...
they revamped
You
them.
know the 3-hour Zack Snyder version? They have like, or just the regular Justice League movie that came out in the theaters. And
Yeah,
all that.
the regular.
Okay, yeah. Do you know about the Zack Snyder one?
No, I don't.
What the hell, dude? This guy, what
I'm like,
the fucking? See, this guy just ignores DC. You know,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
not
not
Marvel. It's not Marvel.
I know, but yo, there's a Zack Snyder cut.
Oh yeah.
You gotta watch it. It's like 3 hours of a whole new movie. There's a couple scenes from the regular movie in it, but it's all these scenes that were cut out, which basically made a new movie. Yo,
Are you serious?
it's wicked, guys.
So the same.
It's better.
The same DC movie.
Yeah, that exact same thing. All the same characters. All the same. Like, it's all deleted scenes from when Zack Snyder worked on the show.
Outta here.
Yo, it's really good. It's a lot of. I don't know if it's black. It's black and white also. It's in black and white. You need to look it up.
I need
Just
to look it up.
look up Justice League. What did I say? Jack Snyder. Jack Snyder cut. Look the Snyder's cut. Look it up.
It's a good movie.
Sorry, carry on.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed
I
it.
watched it again, and like I find I enjoy movies better the second time because I know kind of what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But then what happens is you start to see details that you missed,
Oh, a lot. Yeah.
and you're like, oh, it makes more sense because you kind of watch the movie. You know that they're gonna get caught, but the lead up to them getting caught, you didn't pay attention to all these little details, and it's like,
You know, one of my favorite parts in that movie was when the Flash goes down. Like, I don't really like the way they made the Flash when he does his pose and all the fucking lightning starts hitting everywhere and stuff before he actually runs. I figure he should just be gone. You know, but anyway, he takes off, he's running. And
I know what you're saying.
I think Superman's
I know what
holding,
you're saying.
Some
It's
people,
my favorite part of the movie.
Some people are he's holding somebody's neck or he's doing something.
He's
I can't
got
remember.
Wonder Woman and
Yeah.
he's got Cyborg.
Yeah,
he's holding
them.
them.
And then Flash is moving at Flash speed, which he figures is the fastest fucking thing in the world. And yo, Superman just goes
The corner of the eye.
and just looks
Yo.
over. He's watching him run.
Yo.
Superman is so fast that he can see Flash running by in the
Real
speed,
time.
in the real time, in Speed Force or whatever he's running in. Superman can see. Yo, when I saw that part of the movie, I lost my mind. I was like, yo! So the whole theater went nuts.
My favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
Because he gives him like a cut eye. It's like he looks from the corner of his eye
Yeah.
and he just follows
Yo.
him. And then Flash is like, yo!
Oh my God. Yo,
he's
if-
looking
You
at
know what?
me.
If
Oh.
Superman could strip, he would have went,
Yo, but
where do you think you're going,
he
motherfucker?
almost gave him a clothesline.
Yeah.
He's like, toss Wonder Woman, toss whoever it was, Cyborg or
Yeah.
Aquaman. And then, yo, Flash just ducked in the... He's like, yo,
Ducked at the last second.
last second.
That was a wicked part of the movie, though. Huh? Like when he.
I like how they ended it, too. It's like, we're going to race to the coast.
Yeah. They never actually show the race, but it's pretty cool, man. Like that was a big thing in the comics,
Yeah.
a running thing in the comics for a long time. The Flash, like I wasn't a huge DC comic guy. I was always, if it was anything DC, it was always Batman, like straight on Batman. And
Or
yeah,
Superman.
yeah, so it leaked into Justice League stuff,
Yeah.
a little bit, like, but I wasn't like huge.
I like Green Lantern. I
But-
watched a little Green Lantern.
But I love the Flash, man. Like I really did love the Flash, and I love that ongoing speed rivalry with Superman for a long time. And forgive me again, comic nerds, please forgive me for not actually knowing who the fastest actually is, because I think they've settled it in the comics.
Oh, yeah?
I think they've settled who the fastest actually is between Superman and the Flash.
Oh, really?
But
I'll have to go
I
look.
don't actually really know right now. And
I
I
don't
know
know either.
again, this is gonna get posted. Somebody's gonna listen to it and they'll be like, "This fucking guy, you claim to be a fan, and I'm not claiming to be a fan. Shut up! I can hear you.
You know,
Shut up!
If you know the answer,
Make it a shut up.
make it in the comments.
Yeah, post it in the comments.
And then
Let us know.
Let us know, and then we'll shout you out.
Yeah, maybe give you a shout out the next one.
Yeah,
You know, because we got like hundreds of thousands of viewers already, don't we?
of course.
Yeah, we do. Coca-Cola, holler at us.
Yeah.
Walmart, Folgers, all you guys, come on. We got we at least at minimum we're gonna get 2 clicks because he's gonna look at it and I'm gonna look at it. All right. I'm gonna make my wife click on it once.
Yeah,
I don't know
trust
if
me.
she'll actually listen
More
to
than
the whole
2. What are
thing.
you talking about? More than 2. Come on.
4 maybe? Like
I'm gonna make my whole family look at it, yeah.
7. We got 7 viewers.
And I'm gonna make my uncles, my aunties. Yo,
I'm going to work and
I'm talking to you out in BC, out in New York, Grenada.
You know, listen. Okay, I know we're mid podcast now. You may not even make it to this part, but at least click on our shit. That's all. All we want, all for all our family and friends.
Yeah.
If you just click, we're happy. The clicks what make us happy.
That's right.
I don't know.
Just put
if-
us on.
I don't know if you can spend 2 hours of your day listening to this bullshit.
Give us a chance.
You know, we start off with the talk here. We're gonna go into all kind of topics. This is again, we're mid show now, and we probably should have did a little more of an intro at the beginning of the show.
You
But
know.
this is a show where we feel like we're gonna just talk about anything that sort of comes to mind. Me and Jay have epic conversations.
All the
we
time.
sit down.
All the time.
Sometimes at work, Jay comes through my department, and
2 hours.
stops what he's doing, and we just start talking.
Yeah.
And we go on for 2 hours. We talk about stories. We've known each other for 20 years. We've gone partying together.
Yeah.
We've played basketball together.
Bring
we know
drinks.
each other's family.
Bring drinks.
Yeah. Brah, brah. We know each other's families.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like we have these conversations, and that's what stemmed into this recording.
Yeah.
We thought, yo, if we sit here and talk so much, a lot of it times it starts off with our collectibles, and we start doing stuff, and I grab him something that he needs, and he found something that I need,
Yeah.
or he just thought it would be a surprise for me to drop me on there, or whatever. We start talking like that. Next thing you know, we're talking about our kids, and we're talking about our wives, and we're talking about
Life in
We're
general.
talking about, like, back in the day when I used to live with a buddy of mine, Lawrence, and we had stories from our partying days,
Oh, yes.
and we just start laughing, and we start telling anybody who will listen about those stories.
Oh, yeah.
So we figured some of these things made people crack up so much. We figured, let's put it on a film.
We gotta let you know.
Let's see if we can crack some people up. I know the beginning part was all the toys part. We may pull in a lot of people who like collecting,
We lost the girls.
and then we lost a lot. But I also feel like we did lose a lot of people during that.
We lost the girls.
If you've made it this far, though, there might be a little bit more to come. It might
We
be a
got
little
you
more-
nerds, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See? Yo, the
I got
nerd.
you. Star Trek guys are like, yo,
Yeah, money. You guys just click on our thing.
you know, may the force be with you.
Yo, that's Star Wars guy.
I know. But
See, now you're gonna get them mad at us again, man. What the fuck you
whatever.
trying to do? Yo,
Star Trek, Star Wars. You know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
You guys are
you
like-
better differentiate because these guys
Yeah.
are gonna get upset.
Okay,
At us.
sorry.
Yo, we're gonna get a lot of angry comments.
Star Trek, Star Wars. There's different.
Yeah, remember we have hundreds of thousands of followers,
Include all my family
right? You know, hundreds of thousands
Yeah.
of
who are gonna click
Followers.
twice.
you know. I just need you to click on 100,000 times. They're gonna get like, just gonna-
You know, every day you need to go on and click, just once.
But you're gonna come across a Star Trek fan. Those Star Trek fans have a solid battle with fucking Star Wars fans, man.
I know.
They go at each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm one of the ones who
I know.
like both,
Huh.
and I'm stuck in the middle half of the time, and I just try to like moonwalk my ass out of the place because I'm like, yo, I'm not getting involved in this argument. Can't we just all get along? You know, Rodney King, bro. Can we get along?
I don't know.
You know, yo, these guys go at each other, man. I've seen
I
them
know.
just like, yo, Star Wars, Star Trek set trends, man. Star Trek set trends for the day. They had cell phones, they had the
Trust me.
wrist, they had what are these called? iWatches, Apple Watches, and all these. They had all this shit
You know,
long before anything. You know,
the big ears.
well, I had that from birth. Trying to take a dig at me, but yo,
Pointy
the fuck,
ears.
guy?
You know,
Look at the subtle fucking digs over here. Look at this guy. Yeah,
it's okay.
you
It's
know.
okay. You're looking like a Keebler elf. Here's some cookies.
You should have seen me.
Living in a treehouse.
You should have seen me when I was when I was like in my teens, dude. I was half the size I was right now, but my ears weren't. Like,
You
yo,
know?
I grew into my ears. At least, you know what? I chubbed out, and I grew into my ears to at least make them look a little bit like they fit my head. They used to just stick out. They used to
Yeah.
be huge, and I can't say I was maybe I was self-conscious. But I'm telling you the stories now. So I guess I was self-conscious about it the whole
Yeah,
time.
sure.
I used to rock headphones all the time to listen to music, but people used to think I was trying to hide my ears
Or you're
because they
getting-
stuck out so much.
Or you're getting free satellite.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Dumbo. People thought I could fly them over to the next high school.
Oh shit.
You know, there's an all-girls school down the street, Loretto College. I went to Central Tech. Central Tech represent. But he'd be like, yo, fly me down to Loretto. And I'm like, yo, what the
Or-
fuck, guy?
Or in day school, people would be down the hallway and talking, and it'd be like, yo, you gotta whisper, man. Dave's up the hall. Can hear you.
Yo, Dave can hear everything. That motherfucker. Yo, I got it hard, dude, when thing. But you know what? I turned out to
You
be.
grew into it, man.
I grew into it.
You
I
know?
turned out to be good at sports, which deflected a little bit. I know I look like the pinnacle of an athlete, of what
Yeah.
an athlete should be.
See,
Hold on,
Dave played ball,
let me give you all a spin around.
and you get a block with
Look at
his
this.
ear.
Look at this. See? This is
You
what an
know?
athlete. This is what an athlete looked like.
When Dave gave you a head fake in basketball,
See that?
you were running that way.
Exactly. whew, I'd foul people with my ears. Take that. Take licks.
Take licks.
How's that a foul? But that deflected a little bit of the shit talk that I used to get because of the ears. You know? At least I turned out good in sports, so people stopped talking a little bit because
True.
they were like, "Yo, let's leave dude alone because he represents at least for the school."
Or he's gonna bash me in the face with his ears.
Yeah, exactly. So people got scared. And
I don't want to guard that guy.
I do like the Dumbo thing. I come in and I wrap you up with my ears, and then there's licks inside there. Says pure licks.
You
and
know,
I open up my ears.
that'd be great for rebounding, man.
And
You don't have to put the elbow. You just
That's how I box out.
just swing your head around,
Yeah.
put the arms out, and be like,
Yo, I didn't foul nobody, man. Those are my ears. You can't
you
just.
know, I didn't touch you.
Ref, what the fuck?
I didn't touch you.
That's not a foul. Motherfucker. This is this guy and his fucking digs.
Don't worry, man. It's all love.
It is all
It's
love,
all
man.
love.
Like you
Those are
can't even-
back in the day. It's not
That's not
now.
even that's not even digs, man. Yo, remember back in the day the amount of shit talk we used to talk with our friends.
Dude.
Never mind, just
Digs.
you know, we can talk high school, but remember our come up is when we were working together already, and our buddy Lawrence, who we plan to have on the show
Oh, yes.
at some point.
He's got to
If
come
you
on.
guys, if you just want to hear pure shit talk, we're gonna probably end up into sports talk. This guy's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
I say fuck the Cowboys, but not to the point where our buddy Lawrence
Oh.
says fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, but he's a. Well, you're a Giants fan too. Giants.
Hey man, what does that mean?
Exactly.
Don't make me go get my Giants Mexican mask, buddy.
Yeah, don't.
I have a Giants mask.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's Lawrence's. Lawrence is the one who gave that to me, or maybe lent it to me, and I
Or
never gave
maybe-
it back.
Or maybe you just forgot it and you just claimed it.
Yeah, I see. I think that's the most likely. That's the most likely scenario. But I've been like the reason I became a Giants fan when I was young is because going to high school in Toronto, we didn't get a lot of NFL on TV. We
Yeah.
got the Bills game at 1, the Giants game at 4. Every single person in Toronto was a Bills fan because they watched the game at 1. So
Yeah.
I chose the other fucking team that we got because I wanted to be different than all these fucks. Do I like the Bills? I do. I can't tell you. I can't tell a lie. I'm a bit of a Bills fan
I
myself.
like the Bills too. You
Yeah.
know why I like the Bills? Because they let Dallas beat them up in the Super Bowl.
Well, the Bills also gave the Giants one too.
Oh,
Remember?
well, you see?
Wide right? Fucking
the Bills.
boom. You know? So the Bills are everybody's favorite
I mean,
doormat. You know what I mean? You come
I feel
in,
sorry for them.
You do, but
I felt sorry in that era where they went to the Super Bowl four times in a row.
one of those ones were the Giants.
And one of those ones.
The Dallas. Yeah. So thank you, Bills.
Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you, Jim Kelly.
Yeah,
for
Jim
not
Kelly.
making Thurman
For
Thomas
just- yeah.
legit that time.
Yo, you know Thurman Thomas deleted one of my buddies off of Twitter or Instagram or one of these fucking things.
Why?
One of these social media because I don't know. A friend of mine, Bone, was I don't know if he was trash talking him or something. Bone was never an NFL fan, but Bone is the type of guy who goes once he does something and starts to like something, he goes all in on it.
Right.
So he chose the Bills as a fan probably like 10 years ago, and he went all in, and he is a super fan. He watched everything NFL,
Yeah.
anything that had to do with the Bills,
Yeah.
whatever. And I don't know the exact situation. I don't know the exact words. I don't know what was actually said, but he said something to Thurman Thomas and Thurman Thomas deleted him off of Instagram or whatever, like blocked him or some shit. Yo, that shit made me laugh so hard that some of these guys are still so petty to delete a fan who talks some shit. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
Yo, Thurman Thomas got to be like 94 years old now or
No.
something. What the fuck he doing on Twitter or Instagram
I
or
don't
whatever?
know. Trying to get some fans.
Yeah, you know, like.
Trying to get some love that you didn't get from back in the day.
Yeah, well, they never won, man. Yeah, thank you, Jim Kelly. Again, I wanted to finish my statement. Thank you, Jim Kelly, for being great, but just not good enough.
You know?
And now we're gonna get all the fucking hate from the Bills fans. We're gonna
It's okay.
like half of this fucking podcast is gonna be people hating on us for all the shit that we're talking.
It's okay.
And so you guys know, we're a bunch of shit talkers,
That's right.
and that's what it's going to be. And
You know what?
you wait till we got our boy Lawrence on this.
Buffalo. You can talk as much shit as you want until you win a championship. It don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing. Yo, they're close though, man. They're good.
I know.
Yo, that if they just had one more possession in this year's playoffs, if anybody's watching,
Yeah.
this what we're filming right here, sitting right now, is 2022. And yo, the Bills gave KC a run for their money, and it was probably the best football game I have watched in years and years and years. Yo, if the Bills had one more possession, they would have tied that game.
But okay, so let's say the Bills won. Who's winning between the Bengals and the Bills?
I don't know. I would have gone Bills.
I still feel the Bengals would have upset them.
Because I feel like the Bills had the better defense. I feel like the Bengals.
Yeah.
The Bengals took advantage of a little bit of a softer KC defense. And I think I don't know. I feel like the Bills had, although the Bills didn't show any kind of defense in the fucking last 3 minutes of the game with KC. It was just touchdown. That's what I'm saying. There was no defense, but they were in that stupid prevent defense. If they had played, I have a beef. I have a beef with NFL teams. Everybody who's listening, all of our thousands and thousands and thousands of fans who are listening right now.
Yes, all you thousands. And all my family that's going to click twice.
Exactly. The NFL defenses, I hate this prevent defense shit. These defenses play so amazing all the way up to the last fucking 2 minutes. And then you drop guys back and put people, and then you give them all this space. And teams consistently gain 40, 50, 60 yards into the field goal range. And because you're trying not to allow the touchdown. But aren't you trying not to allow a touchdown the whole fucking game? That's what you're doing. Why are you all of a sudden in this prevent defense? You feel like you're going to get beat now when you didn't get beat all game? Play your fucking defense, man. Stop it. NFL teams, if you're listening to, stop that shit. It fucking pisses me off. I'm here in Canada, in the fucking cold, looking at this shit, all angry, and then I gotta go shovel the fucking snow.
You know?
And then I gotta go up to my igloo.
You make me mad and have to go put on a CFL.
Exactly.
Go watch the Argos. And
don't diss the CFL too much, though.
I'm not dissing it.
Because I like the CFL.
I'm just saying, you make me mad that I have to go watch the CFL, put on my Argos. Go Argos.
Argos. Yo, one time I was at a Blue Jay game. The Jays were losing like 15-0.
Yeah.
And the stadium was packed but silent. And out of the fucking 300 somewhere, I just hear some guy with the booming his voice just yell, Argos. And the whole, I don't know, what is it, like 30,000 that could fit in the fucking thing laughed at the same time. And it was one of my favorite moments being at a Blue Jay game of all time.
That's hilarious.
They won a lot. They've won a lot during my lifetime. But I was never at those games. I have a lot of amazing memories of the Jays winning. But some of the games I was at were boring as shit. You know, I like watching the Jays. I really do. I go and I enjoy the game.
I like the games.
But I like when they're good because the atmosphere is different.
Of course.
Just like any team, I guess, right? Like when a team is playing well and you go watch the game, the atmosphere is so good. But I went, I paid like $30 and I was like 6 rows away from the field. Like it was one of the seasons where they were shit.
Yeah.
You know, and so you can get. They were just like giving away tickets almost. They almost paid me to come in. You know, but and they were so doo-doo. They were down 15-0, and that shit made me laugh so hard.
See, for me, Blue Jays games, I like to go in them like in the 5th inning. That's when the actual game gets good, I feel, because if you're close, you're gonna try and win. If you're not close, then you're just gonna let the other team beat you up. Yeah. Either way, the game gets good.
Yeah.
Because one team's either just gonna run away with it or you're gonna battle it out, you know. In the very beginning, like you guys are trying to feel each other out. It's like it's boring.
See, the years for me for Blue, this is a little glimpse into my Blue Jay fandom. For years, I mean, like the 90s when they were good, the early 90s.
Yeah.
I was a little too young.
Joe Carter.
To do anything. I was like 15, 16. Yeah, the Joe Carter years and all that stuff. I went down to Yonge Street, partied when they won and did all that stuff. But I wasn't in the stadium as much because I was like, I didn't have disposable money like that to be going. Yeah. Then they went through 20 whatever years of being doo-doo.
Yeah.
So all the years that I was old enough to go, we would go. And the Blue Jay game was a stop to get drunk before we went somewhere else.
Yes.
So we would pay like $30 for some amazing tickets, go down there, and a whole bunch of us, sometimes it'd be like fucking 15 of us, we'd all go down there, and we're just chugging fucking $10 beers at the stadium and just having a blast. We'd go to like Steam Whistle, sponsor of our show.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. But you should holler at us.
But anyhow, we'd go to this. Are you sure they're not a sponsor? Who's the sponsor of this fucking show? But fuck, man. All right, well, big things. We got that established, but we
Yes,
got to have
yes.
another one.
Well,
And
after this show, they're all going to be calling.
All right, well, anyway, Steam Whistle.
Call us.
Call us. We would go to the Steam Whistle factory right by the Sky Dome.
Oh, yes.
I still call it the Sky Dome. Fuck you, Rogers. Fuck you. No, wait, no. Rogers. Do they sponsor us?
Not a sponsor. But you need to hit us.
Right, Roger. Is it?
Give us some free tickets,
What is it
too.
called? Is it still called the Rogers Center, or is it called something else? Scotia Bank? No, that's the rap.
I have no idea.
I don't know. So one of these companies bought it. But back in the day when it was a Sky Dome,
It's still the Sky Dome.
it's still the fucking Sky Dome
It's
to me
still the
too.
Sky
I'm
Dome.
one of those old fucks that
Yeah.
still call it the Sky Dome. But
Sky Dome.
right by the Sky Dome is the Steam Whistle factory, and you could go in there and pay whatever. It's not crazy expensive to get in there. You do this.
No.
You do this little tour. They take
Oh, I was
you
going
to
to tell you. You do the tour, you get free beer.
exactly. They do just 15-minute tour. Everybody go down to Steam Whistle.
Yeah. Not a
Tell
sponsor.
them Jay and Dave sent you.
Not a sponsor, but tell them.
Tell them Jay and Dave sent you. They're gonna be like, who?
And do the tour.
Exactly.
You get free beer.
They give you a 6-pack when you leave,
You-
and then what you
leave.
exactly. What you
get a
then
six
do
pack. When you're in the parking lot, you
chug the 6-pack. What I would do, you see, I'm a responsible drinker, so I chug the whole 6-pack because
that's responsible.
wait,
Responsible would be taken home and drink it in the comfort of your home, because we don't encourage drinking and driving.
Wait, I never said I drove.
Okay, you can drink and walk.
Right, I could drink. Well,
Drink
well,
in Uber.
after I chug the 6, I might not.
Drinking taxi,
The
well,
walking
you know.
doesn't go too well, but
You can drink and someone can carry you.
right.
Okay.
Piggyback. Right? But I would go chug the fucking 6-pack, pee 17 times,
Oh, trust
and
me.
then go into the game and drink 2 or 3 fucking $12 tall boys from the J game and leave feeling pretty good. And then we would go off and do whatever it is we were going to do in the evening. You know what I mean? Usually it's relatively close to the downtown Toronto, all the club
So you
district,
have everything
all the
there.
bars, all the everything.
Restaurants.
So the Jays game, for all my years of like partying and doing thing, they sucked, and they were a place to stop to get drunk. You
I know. They would give you tickets.
Yeah.
You'd walk by. Blue Jays tickets, 50 cents.
I was walking
Come.
by one time and they whipped some tickets into my face. I just got hit in the fucking face with tickets, and they were like,
He's like,
"Yo, go inside." And I was like, "Yo, man, what the fuck you doing?" They're like, "Yo,
You know
those are
what I mean?
tickets for you." So I said,
the
"Okay."
tickets. How much are they? He gives you the tickets
Yeah.
and he pays you $30.
Exactly. Gave me $30 to get into.
Go
the
get 3 drinks.
Bring
drinks.
Bring drinks.
Bring drinks.
Yo, the Blue Jays, man. But yo, I remember when the years when Jose Bautista and all these guys
trust-
were on the team and they got really good. I was upstairs. That fabled 7th inning against fucking Texas.
Oh.
When the 7th inning lasted fucking hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I had to drop my wife to her ride to get to work, and I was like, "Yo, I can't leave right now. This is the," I had to leave to take her to drop her off. I drop her off. I come back. They still hadn't. I hadn't missed a minute of the game. They hadn't sorted it out yet.
That's crazy.
When Russell Martin threw the ball and it hit the guy's bat and rolled away,
Yeah.
and they're trying to sort all that out, and all these things were happening, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I took like fucking 5 minutes to drop her off and come back. It wasn't sorted out yet. And then Bautista hit that home run in the bottom of the inning. Oh my god, yo, I ran around my fucking kitchen into my living room, and like I ran like I was running the bases.
Oh, I'm running first.
Going and I was
Second.
yelling, screaming. My neighbor texted me. He's like, "Yo, everything okay?" And I'm like, "You're not watching the game?" I was screaming so loud, yo.
I think it was New Year's.
Oh my god, yo! It was like, to be honest, one of my best sports moments, other than Kawhi shot, in my life. Yeah.
My best sports moment is the Blue Jays.
Which one?
It's when Joe Carter. Well, which Joe Carter?
Yeah, there was 2.
There was one where he hit the ball.
Yeah.
And there's one where he caught
He
it.
caught it on first.
But I feel the one where he hit it and he's jumping up, running to hit the home plate. That's my moment.
Yeah. See, the only reason that's not my moment is
And he
because
throws his hat up in the air and he's just like
jumping.
He's jumping like yo.
he's jumping.
Yo, I was jumping.
And the guy said, "Touch them all, Joe." Like I remember that, right? Like the announcer was it Tom Cheek and Jerry Howard.
Yeah.
Were the radio announcers.
They're like touch them all.
Touch them all, Joe. You know, like you'd never hit a bigger one in your life, and he hit it. Well, when you hit a home run to win the World Series, it's obviously probably the biggest Blue Jay moment that has ever happened.
It's the biggest moment
Right?
of your life.
The only reason that I say that that's not my thing is because I was like, what, 14 or something, or 15 at that time, and I didn't fully appreciate it. I ran down to Yonge Street to party with the people.
Trust me.
But again, those people happen to be drunk and high and all the other fun stuff
Yeah.
that I couldn't be when I was 14. You know,
Stay away from drugs, kids. It's not good.
Don't do drugs. Don't drink coffee.
Yeah. Not a sponsor. Well, he is a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
But I ran down there and I got to absorb it, and I saw girls flashing people and people on signs and doing whatever. I got to see
buildings and
climbing up the Eaton Center,
jumping on cars.
I partied like crazy, but when you're 14, I didn't get to absorb that. If that had happened when I was 20 or 21 or something, I really got to absorb it.
I guess
that's why the Jose Bautista moment for me is ranked a little higher. In Blue Jay history, the Joe Carter thing is.
Well, my Bautista moment is the bat flip.
That's the one I'm talking about.
That
where I was running around my house, the bat flip. That's the one. That's the home run.
Well, he's done a bunch of them though.
Yeah, but no, but the most iconic bat flip that at least he's ever done. He started a thing now. Bat flipping is not as not as crazy as it was.
They hated him for that.
They did. He took a cuff to the face from whatever the fuck the guy's name is on Texas. The punched him right in the face for it. Remember the next season?
Yeah.
He got punched in the face for it. He kind of did a dirty slide on the guy. Like he could have taken out that guy's knees, which is kind of like a really bad play in baseball. And he got up and he ate a fucking right hand for it. But it all stemmed from that bat flip, right? That was like the bat flip of all time. People use that.
That bat flip is up there for me, but it's not the moment. It's Joe Carter is still the moment for me.
Yeah.
You hit the home run.
Well, I can't argue with
and like for me, you know, seeing the back-to-back, I'll never get to see that again. I don't feel in my generation. Maybe my kids will get to see it, but like, I'm still waiting for you Leafs.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for you Leafs.
Oh man, I've been waiting since I was.
You know, I got to see the Raptors.
Yeah.
That to me is like the cherry on top.
Yeah.
I mean, how many CFL ones have I seen?
Yeah, ton. The Argos did really well for a long time.
Even the Rock, our lacrosse team.
Yeah.
They kill it.
Yeah, they throw down.
You know, all the time. They're winning all the time.
TFC's won.
There you go.
TFC's won. That was a party.
They got dirty. Yeah.
Yo, that was a party.
Yeah.
Fucking TFC soccer fans. Shout out to the soccer fans out there, man. Because I'm not the biggest soccer fan in the world, but I'm definitely a bandwagon soccer fan. I watch just enough to know what's going on, and when things start going well in Toronto or with a team I like in Germany, I like. I have it right there. The Bayern Munich is one of my favorite teams over there. That all stems from a really good friend of mine who lives in Germany. Shout out Mark, the sexiest motherfucker in the world.
Whoop, whoop.
Next to me. That's why we're so far apart, though. Like you can't have people this sexy and like living in close proximity.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like two magnets.
Exactly. You know, we would like the fucking the whole Earth would probably spin the other way or something. Everybody would die.
Trust me. Yeah.
You know. So anyhow, you're welcome, guys, for us living so far apart. But anyhow, the reason why I like Bayern Munich so much is because one of my best friends lives in Germany, and he has put me onto them. And then you know, and then I like Messi. Wherever Messi goes, I'm a fan, right?
Yeah.
Like and then now we can get into the Messi Ronaldo fucking argument, which really will set people off.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm either or. I like them both.
Again, you know what? If you guys are looking to hate on anything about this, you're gonna have to hate on something else that we talk about, because I think we're both on both sides of the thing. Both of those two guys are both the greatest of all time.
Yeah, they're both ill.
They gotta share it, right?
Yeah. They gotta share it.
I can't argue one way or the other, because how can you? Like, their numbers are so even, and Messi's a little bit younger. He may get to do it a little longer,
right?
And he may put up a little more numbers. But Ronaldo is I don't even know how old he is. Again, I'm not a big super fan. Ronaldo is whatever age he is now. He's getting up there in age, but he's still producing. He's still putting down the numbers.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna, you know what I mean? Like you can't argue that those two might be the two greatest soccer players that ever played, and we got to live and we got to watch them.
Apart from Pele.
Well, that's different generation.
Yeah.
We didn't get to watch those guys, right? Like it's the same way we talk about Michael Jordan being the GOAT, and there are kids now who are like Michael Jordan, who LeBron, you know, and then they're
hold your step there. Michael Jordan
is the
#1.
GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Is the GOAT. Right.
The argument right now is Kobe, LeBron. That's the argument.
Who's next?
Who's next
after Jordan?
After Jordan.
Jordan was the ultimate killer.
Yes. And I say that because not only was he a good player,
Yeah.
but he was trend setting.
Yeah.
He's almost to me like a Tiger Woods or a Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a Muhammad Ali. Shout outs to Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. I got a Muhammad Ali poster.
You
up
know,
that way.
these people were like iconic, trend setting figures. And they also happen to be really good at what they do.
Right.
And there's other players or people that you can put in that category, but did they have an impact the way these guys did? And it's like, no.
No. To be honest, Steph Curry has impacted the game
Yes, he has.
probably more than LeBron has. LeBron is the ultimate star in the league. He is. He's been one of the best players for so long.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking him off that top whatever leaderboard you want to call it. But right now we've switched to trendsetters and people who have changed the game.
Yeah.
Steph Curry is the next one.
You know what?
Who absolutely changed the game.
I've been a big Steph Curry hater because I was, didn't want to give him his credit for the shooting.
Yeah, yeah.
But when he surpassed, what's his name there?
Ray Allen?
Ray Allen. When he
Yeah.
surpassed Ray Allen, I have to tip my hat to him.
See, the reason I've always loved Steph Curry, because when I was younger, of course everybody loved Michael Jordan. We all idolized Michael Jordan. Magic Johnson was one of my big idols. But
Yeah.
my absolute favorite player, I had all of his jerseys, I had his USA jersey and everything, Reggie Miller. Because you played basketball with me. Again, I'm only a little 5'9" dude.
Reggie Miller.
But I could shoot the lights out. Again,
yes, you could. I hated you for that
yeah,
too.
everybody did. Because that's what I had to
Dave
do.
was the trailer.
Yeah.
So he would never start the fast break. He would always come in behind.
I would outlet.
And he was the guy that, I'm in trouble. Pass it to Dave. Okay, and then pop a three. And you're like,
Wet up.
if you're guarding Dave, you're running down trying to stop these guys from scoring because, and you leave him all open to the top of the key there, and this guy would pop the tray.
Wet up every time. That was my idol. My idol was Reggie Miller. I put up thousands and thousands of shots trying to be like Reggie.
That Knicks game, though, where he scored 7 points in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Is my favorite Reggie Miller.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's talking to Spike Lee
That's
the
what
whole
I'm saying.
time.
And Spike Lee was just like, yo, you're going to lose. And
Yeah,
Reggie
yeah.
Miller's like, yeah?
Yeah.
Yo, you ever see me score 7 points in under 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Watch, son.
Like I would have been,
I remember
loved
watching that game.
I
watched that game.
I almost
and
lost my words because I loved that game so much. I would have been talking so much trash, which Reggie does. Reggie's right up there in the all-time trash talker.
Oh, yeah.
But he was. Spike Lee should have shut up.
Spike
Lee fueled him, huh?
He did.
Spike Lee got under his skin.
Yep.
And Reggie said, "Watch, mouth on lip, rude boy, pow, pow, pow." I loved it. Then the steal and the step back.
Oh,
the original step back,
dude.
The original James Harden step back.
No. It wasn't even a step back. It was a steal.
Yeah.
Run to the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Because he was right beside the basket, and he's like, nope.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. The original step back to me. That was the very first step back.
It's like
that could have almost been traveling, but wasn't, and maybe, but who knows?
Back
but
in the day, it was 3 steps.
Like the James Harden. Well, for that caliber player, it was 3 steps. Yeah. Those guys got to take 3 steps. Jordan.
Well, no, it was, and then they changed the rule.
Yeah.
Remember, it was 3 steps.
Oh, it was a full 3 steps?
Before.
No, come on.
Yeah.
No, as long as I've ever played basketball, it was never 3 steps.
Yeah,
you had to be Michael Jordan to be
3 steps.
for it to be 3 steps.
They
Michael
changed the
Jordan. No. No, man, you're just.
Do I gotta check?
Yo, all right. We're going to see production value.
Yeah, okay.
This is how we fact check. We're gonna get.
I gotta fact check.
Right now is the perfect time to go to break. Right. Here's a word from our sponsor.
Big Tings, go check it out. BigTings.com is our sponsor at the moment.
Is that our only sponsor?
Yeah. But there'll be others, when they see this show, they'll be like, Jay and Dave, we gotta jump on board. Like, what's going on?
Well, yeah. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Here's a word from our sponsors.
This makes good. This makes good radio. Feel like Dr. Huxtable. I'm gonna say Bill Cosby.
You already said it.
But it is Bill Cosby. Touching on the subject of Bill Cosby.
Hold your drinks. Very, very close. Very close.
I know. I for a quick interlude while you look up what you're looking up, I have to say, Dr. Huxtable, growing up with the Cosby Show, was one of the things that shaped my life, and one of the things that made me the father I am today.
Of course.
And I understand he's a disgusting human being. I understand that. He is. But I still have to separate yo, does that thing have to type so loud? Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going to edit this out, right? Our production team? We have a production team, don't we?
And yeah.
Our production team will edit all that up. But
Yo, James, fix this.
James,
Yeah.
and Larry,
and
shout out to Jaquan,
and Tony.
And Rachel. We have a Rachel back there because
and a Kim.
And
We have a Kim. A Kim.
Akim or a
Kim.
Kim, a Kimberly,
Or could be both.
or Samantha.
Or Julie.
I pull out Samantha because
I don't know.
because of Frozen 2. When the fucking
Okay.
when anyhow,
So you can tell we have kids.
production team, yeah, exactly. The
Lafayette.
production team will take care of all that shit
Yeah.
while he's typing or whatever. What the fuck was I saying? Was I saying something?
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Ah, fuck, I lost what I was saying, guys.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry. Oh, Cosby. Bill Cosby. I in my mind have separated Bill Cosby, the Cosby Show actor, and all of his egregious stuff that he's done during and after and whatever that have all come to light now. Because I cannot undervalue the effect that watching the Cosby Show has had on my life growing up. It really had a positive effect on my life growing up. Growing up where I grew up in the city and having a successful family of color to, I don't know, almost aspire to be, right? I didn't quite make it to be Dr. Huxtable, but it was something that everybody wanted to be. Everybody wanted to be Dr. Huxtable. And his parenting style was amazing. In that show, they didn't not get mad. They got mad. And they would really discipline their kids, and they would, I don't know, man, it was such an influential show in my life.
Everybody watched it.
Right. But I just mean the influences at that, so I cannot write off the show just because I've written off Bill Cosby himself. You know what I mean? He was America's dad at that time.
Yeah.
Even though we live in Canada, so I guess he was kind of Canada's dad too. He was a father figure that I really looked up to and aspired to be. And there's a lot of the way that I parent now
That you do
from that show. Like, I can't lie, you know? Like, so I don't know how to write Bill Cosby off totally with, knowing the things that he's done and how crazy and egregious they were and how wrong, I don't know, I can't stress that enough. I can't write him totally off because of the influence that he's had on my life.
But in his defense, in that time, it was a comment. I'm not saying that it was right for what he's doing, but everybody was doing stuff like that. He just
raping people?
He just happened to get caught. Oh yeah.
Well, I know.
He just happened to get caught.
He did happen to get caught, but it's we can't even get into that argument. You can't say everybody was doing it so it was cool.
I know. I'm not saying that it was cool. I'm not even giving him an explanation. I'm just saying that, it's like in the 70s, hippies, everybody's doing drugs.
Yeah,
you know
it was
what I mean?
something that was normal.
It was normal. Now that type of lifestyle isn't okay now.
Right.
But if you're living in that time, you can't. If you're living that time, you can't be judged on it now.
Well,
because it's different.
Well, that part you can. That the rape part, yes, you can.
But I'm not. Listen, I'm not condoning.
I know what you're saying. I know he's not
condoning.
Everybody, don't fucking get up in our comments,
please,
and write a whole bunch of shit. He's not saying.
I have a daughter.
That it was okay.
And if Bill Cosby gave a roof out,
I know what you're trying to say.
I'd bust his ass.
Yeah. I know what you're trying to say.
I'm just saying that kind of behavior was common amongst people in that time.
I feel
he got caught, but there's a lot of people who didn't get caught.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I feel that there's a lot of things that happen now that in our brand new culture. After George Floyd, after after
Yes.
the Me Too movement and all that stuff, that has now brought out a lot of things that have opened our eyes to how crazy it's been,
Oh, trust me.
you know, in the past, throughout history.
Yeah.
But it is hard now to judge people, not Bill Cosby, because I feel like he could totally be judged.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's hard to like judge like people who have maybe said something 10 years ago or something when the culture was a little bit different. And I'm not saying that those things that they said were right. I'm saying that it's hard to judge them on the standards of today when they said it back then.
Exactly.
It is wrong, but to
In that
cancel
time.
somebody now for something that they did back when it was a little bit more acceptable, again, doesn't make it acceptable now, but people don't need to be canceled the way
They are
the
now.
thing. I don't think so. I think it's really hard to judge people by the standards of today.
Yeah.
Over 10 years ago and before.
Prime example.
You know?
You lived, you know, let's say you're one of these old people. You're like 90 years old.
Yeah.
You obviously lived through slavery.
Yeah.
And if you're white, you probably had some slaves.
Yeah.
So, do I judge you now because of how things were back then? That's my point I'm saying with Bill Cosby. It's like, back in the day, slavery was something that happened.
Yeah.
And everybody was doing it.
Yeah.
Now, we know that there's no slavery and we don't do it. But if you're somebody who was alive in those times and you had slaves, am I allowed to judge you? That's what I'm saying. It's like, I can't go back and hate on every person that owned slaves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because at the time, that was the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're trying to now live that same period of time, well, then you can be judged on it.
Yeah.
But I feel that moving forward, everybody changes. So, you know, what I thought when I was 20 is not what I think now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you live in a certain time, certain things are a certain way at
Yeah.
that time.
People evolve.
People evolve. It's like,
And move
now
along with
you
the
can't,
times.
I don't think you should be judged on what you did 10 years ago. That's my thing.
See, I agree. That's what that was my point. Maybe I just yelled a whole bunch of things and didn't really make the actual point.
Right.
But that was my point. I feel like it's unfair to judge people now. The thing is, I think Bill Cosby's is
A different case.
a different case because
You did some outrageous
because
stuff.
rape is pretty hard. It's a pretty hardcore thing to say. Oh, everybody was doing it. You know,
I
like
know.
you can't. I don't like to toss that into that.
I know.
Like,
He-
I'm talking about things that may have been said on Twitter or things
Well-
that you may have said out loud. Like there's just lingo that we grew up with that I'm sure
Now
that
it's
if
not-
we say that now, it is totally thing. Like I'm not even going to say it here so that we don't get in trouble. But I think everybody who is, I'm 44 years old. Anybody who grew up around my age and stuff, we know that there was a certain way of speaking when we grew up that was much more acceptable of the way it was now. And not saying that any way that we were speaking was right,
Yeah.
but I'm saying to Jay's point, it was the way we all did it.
Exactly.
And it just was. I don't know how to explain it any
Yeah.
other way. It just was the way it was. Now we've evolved and now we know better, so we don't speak like that. Right? And all the shitty things I say, I swear a lot, I say fuck a lot, I talk all kinds of shit. But I still now, I've evolved a lot to like take those words out of my vocabulary. You know? Like I don't swear the way I used to swear.
Yeah.
Because
You're not a trucker mouth no more.
exactly, well, I am a trucker mouth. I fuck this and fuck that and stuff, but I don't.
Just
I'm not. I don't drop any like
Precise.
homophobic type of stuff in my lingo.
yeah.
I don't have anything to do with like the mentally challenged or sort of stuff in my lingo. Those things were very much a part of people's lingo growing up, and where I
Yeah.
grew up too. Right?
They were.
You
They
grew
were.
up there, and it almost seemed normal because that's all I knew. Right?
Yeah.
So as I got older and as I learned and as I met people and as I became friends with people of all, cultures and all denominations and all whatever you want to call it, like right now, again, I'm not familiar with every single thing of a way to say it, but as I became friends and familiar with so much more people, I learned. And I asked questions. I was one of those guys who asked a lot of questions.
You
And
gotta.
it's funny how
gotta.
it's like all people had to do was that, I feel, because people are very happy to talk about it, right? I learned, I evolved, and my lingo from a long time ago has changed to now. I'm still a dirty fucking trucker mouth, right? I can't help it.
It's just situational.
It's just situational now. But I have taken certain things out of my vocab for sure.
Yeah, you have to.
Right?
Well, that and you ever watch movies and it's like, yo, they cannot do that movie again.
I know. Yeah, they could. Yeah.
Like I'm watching some movies and it's like it's not even that they're saying bad words. They're just so out of content that it's like it's almost like it's racist, but we accepted it.
It's like Archie
at that
Bunker.
time.
Remember watching? Do you ever watch Archie Bunker? What's the show called? All in the Family.
Yeah.
With Archie Bunker and his wife there. What's her name? He called her. Well, he didn't even call her by her name all the time. You can't even call a woman that now. Dingbat. He called her Dingbat all the time. You know what I mean? You can't go on a show and constantly call your wife Dingbat and make the racial thing. But that show was, and to be honest, that show had the racism in it, but it was actually highlighting how bigoted and racist he was.
Yeah.
In somehow still being really funny, right? It was a show I grew up on. Again, another one of these shows.
Oh yeah.
But
Red Fox.
Yeah. Well,
Sanford and
those
Son.
shows. See, my parents put those things on, man, and I grew up on it.
Yeah.
And I think
Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
He was the black version.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, and that's the way we grew up, and so we grew up in that time where we're now. You know, like some of the stuff is ingrained in us, but we have evolved. So to be judged, like I could feel, I wonder how it would be to be judged if you were to go 20 years back and see the way I used to speak, and then see the way I speak now. Like I would probably be fired, canceled, I don't know what they would do. They would take me up to the fucking Arctic and just freeze me in a thing of ice and be like, this fucking caveman.
They just couldn't.
Let's freeze the fucking caveman up there. Me and Captain America, we both be up there frozen, just fucking.
They couldn't make Django.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, Django.
Woo! They couldn't make Django.
That movie. I joke with a friend of mine, Marlon,
about
some stuff and thing. And again, I'm not going to take it to that level of the jokes that I do with the people who I'm comfortable with, who are my age and get it.
Yeah.
But man, we have some jokes that we go on, and a lot of it's based on Django.
Yeah.
Not Django. I mean, it's based on all history, but Django sort of brought it to light. Whoa, Django Unchained. That was a movie, boy.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. That's a movie that they'll make once, and they'll make it once.
Yo, what were you looking up, man? Tell me I'm right. You looked that shit up.
Yeah, I know you're probably right.
Yeah, I'm fucking right. There was never 3 steps, motherfucker. I knew what you're looking up.
I know. I'm trying to see. It's not giving me anything.
Yeah, see, all this talk that I've done through.
I could have sworn like a long time ago it was 3 steps.
You'd have found it. It wasn't 3 steps. It was only 3 steps from Michael Jordan, and maybe Reggie Miller and players of that caliber.
Then they allow them to have 3 steps.
Yeah, they gave them that extra step sometimes, and it wasn't all the time. But you know, it's like nowadays, James Harden. I cannot see how that's not travel.
Oh my God.
When I look at it, it's traveling every time, but it's apparently now the new thing.
Because you can pause on your first step
and then
still take your second one.
And then take the step, yeah.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
How?
Fuck, he's got it down pat, man. He's created a new thing. That's another trendsetter. That move is going to change. It's changing the league. Guys are doing it.
The step back, he made the step back what it is.
Yeah, but he added another step to the step back. Now it's the step back. You know,
it's a Euro step back.
Yeah, it's like a Euro step back. He does this other step back that he was the first one to do it, and now the league is doing it. Man, it's crazy. Anyhow, I say we pause for some commercials. We get. I have a pot of coffee on.
We got a refill.
We're gonna go get a pot of coffee.
Okay.
And
Commercial break.
In the meantime, here's a word from our sponsors.